And I said, are you mentally ill? He goes, what do you mean? Because he sounded like a normal guy. I said, they just pulled up and want to talk to military. That's not bad. But God forbid they have beer-making equipment in the apartment they were staying in. I mean, it's just, it's folks, I've had them try to do this to me. I'm an animal to them. I don't exist. You don't exist. And I want to tell the cops, when you act like that, we have no future. What do you think the bankers are going to do if you're going to enforce a tyranny like this? And by the way, there's going to be a civil war, and you're going to get chewed up in it, which is no enjoyment to me. All right, I'm going to shut up. Luke, amazing video. Well, we can't play it because the cops are cussing so much, but it's up at Infowars.com. It's also on the We Are Change YouTube site. We've had it up, obviously, since it happened yesterday. But tell folks what else you've been witnessing there at NATO, what the London Guardian calls a police state. Welcome, NATO, to Chicago's police state. But it's no matter where NATO goes, who are the big narcotics traffickers, I should add. Everywhere they or the globalists go, they lock things down. This is global. They're in command. The Guardian's acting like NATO didn't do this. Luke Radowski of We Are Change, founder of We Are Change. What do you make of this?
Alex, there's so much to get into, especially our coverage here. The night we got pulled over, earlier in the day, we were at the bail hearings for the NATO 3. The NATO 3 that are facing terrorist charges, we were there. We were the first ones to do a live report outside the courtroom, how this was a pure entrapment. The defense clearly stated that undercover agents supplied the explosive devices and instigated the call for violence. We were there reporting on that. A very weird situation occurred when we were live streaming later on in that day, and I have a feeling that we were almost about to be set up. We were staying with somebody because we really can't even afford a hotel with one of my friends who was loosely associated with the Occupy Chicago group here, and my friend loosely knew her, and we were staying at our house. We got a phone call that the place we were staying at was being raided, that there was police officers inside. The person couldn't get inside. We broadcasted that message out to everybody on our Twitter, on our Ustream, told everybody this was happening. Later, the same person called us, told us not to tell anybody, not to contact the NOG, not to go there. I sent people there anyway. The place we were staying at, the door was open, the alarm was going off. Our stuff was still there. The person then went missing, wasn't in her apartment, and as we were talking about how weird this situation was, that our place was surrounded by police officers. After we were done live streaming, we just contacted the National Lawyers Guild to get some information.
Yeah, they were probably getting ready to have you on the news as the terrorist. Instead, they set up these other guys for the beer equipment, which the media went in and saw the big, I mean, it is a beer equipment, but it doesn't matter. You'll probably go to prison for it. Go ahead.
The person we were staying with knew the people who were entrapped with that beer equipment.
Oh, see, there you go. Absolutely. Okay, yeah, they were planning to set you up.
Yeah, I really have that feeling. We have no solid evidence, but everything points to that right now. And as we were talking about in the car, going to that place, how this may be a setup, how we need to live stream everything, 12 police car vehicles, one with DHS, a DHS van also was there. Undercover cops were there. 3 white shirt police officers were there, lieutenants. They pulled us over. Guns were drawn at us. We were screamed at, told to put our hands out the window. I took my cell phone out the window, and I was live streaming the whole event.
Yeah, I saw that. We're going to be doing that at Bilderberg and see you there.
I was very lucky I didn't get shot, but police officers then deleted my footage, deleted that footage of them running up to us with guns, deleted it off my phone, made sure it didn't save. Ustream can't even get the broadcast back up right now. And we were handcuffed. We were questioned. And the weird thing is that the DHS van was there. They started banging our hard drives, our batteries. The police officer that I was talking to was looking me straight in the eyes. And then when I asked him why we're getting pulled over, he said our vehicle matched the description that they were looking for. And as he said that, he looked down and started laughing. He started laughing because our car that we're driving in right now has New Mexico plates. I don't think there's many cars here in Chicago right now that have New Mexico plates.
Obviously, it's a giant narcotics trafficking mafia command base. I've seen the footage of these police. They look something right out of a Goodfellas episode. This country is so pathetic. Go ahead.
Alex, this is also important to know. We Are Changing Milwaukee, who I don't even know. We Are Changing an idea. Other people grasped the idea and start chapters. I met We Are Changing Milwaukee for the first time on the march that day. right after they met me, CPD, Chicago Police Department, stopped them. They put him, arrested him, and took him down to a Homeland Security Fusion Center. And then We Are Changing Milwaukee, when they were inside the Fusion Center, they were questioned. How do you know Luke Rudowski? What is he wearing? Who is he with? Where is he staying? They're trying to find out details.
Yeah, they want to set you up. These are criminals.
DHS at the Fusion Center was asking by me by name. And then later we found out We Are Change Minnesota was also pulled over, the same style, guns drawn, pulled over by the CPD. So this is extremely, extremely weird. Later, what we decided to do, we had the live broadcast. We went back to the apartment. We inspected all of our stuff. First, we inspected our vehicle, made sure nothing was planted in the car. We live streamed when we went back to the apartment, and we checked all of our possessions, went through every little thing, made sure nothing was planted on us, and then we left looking for another place to stay. And this was late at night, and then my friends who were listening on the police radio said that the police were looking for us and to find out where our final destination.
Well, Chicago cops will kill you for fun. They can put soft kill chemicals and things like in the food in the refrigerator that'll kill you 6 months later. They do it all the time. It's just because it makes them feel manly to kill some innocent Americans. I mean, you don't think in America you're just allowed to have cameras and go cover NATO meeting. What do you think? You're in a free country, pal?
We have the best independent journalists with us. We have Timcast, Giraffa, the best independent journalists here who are covering everything. This is a pure form of intimidation, of harassment. We decided to stand tall, not be intimidated, not be afraid, and we came out there tomorrow. We came out there yesterday, and we still continued our work here. Some of our members wanted to go home. Some of our members were freaked out. We Are Changing Milwaukee. As soon as they released, they got out of this town.
Well, you know the point, yeah, but if you run today, you'll keep running forever. These are all martial law drills to intimidate everybody not to protest. That's why all over the country, they'll come out to peaceful anti-war rallies and pepper spray babies and laugh on video. Remember that happened
It's also very important that days before the NATO summit, we were here in Chicago. We were at a press conference with the top cop, the police chief of Chicago, and we asked him, will you use agent provocateurs to instigate violence? Will you dress up your police officers to instigate violence? And the police chief, his answer, it's on our YouTube channel right now, his answer was, what? I never heard that, and he canceled the interview right after I asked that question.
He canceled the press conference.
Were mad at me. Yeah, he was doing a press conference. The video's on our YouTube channel, and then we went to the NATO 3 terrorism charges hearing at the court hearing. We were at the press conference of the prosecution, of the police chief, of top Chicago prosecutors, and they wouldn't answer any questions about the undercover agents who entrapped these 3 young kids, who instigated the call for violence. At least that's what the defense is saying right now.
Well, sir, let me just stop you. Let me just stop you for a minute, Luke. I mean, you obviously understand how dangerous and criminal these people are. In Illinois, they've sent state prosecutors down to try to help the counties put people in prison for life for filming and taping police in public. So they would love to put you in a solitary confinement for life. They think you should be killed for the First Amendment. These people are basically like Stalin supporters. I mean, they would have done great in Stalin's system, and they want to kill America. They're so close to getting rid of the Bill of Rights, and you keep exercising it, and they can't stand it. But they've really got to feel good about themselves, because they are the modern scum of the earth.
This is really incredible. I mean, I'm shocked at everything that's going on, but I won't be deterred. I'm not afraid. I'm still here in Chicago. I'm still going to continue my reporting. I hope people, I mean, the only thing keeping me safe right now is people watching on the Ustream, people on Twitter following up everything that's going on. And, we need your help. We need your eyes and ears, because in the info war, we're under attack right now. Homeland Security is targeting We Are Change members. I mean, We Are Change is just an idea of being the change you want to see in this world. And we do it through journalism. We do it through...
It's because you are good that they're saying you're bad. Look, Aaron Dyke's girlfriend, who was coming in to see him from Germany, they knew who she was, and they said, you work for Alex Jones and Ron Paul. And she said, no, I date somebody that works for him. I'm just coming here to visit him. And they kicked her out of the country, and they were screaming at her saying, you hate my country because you like Alex Jones. And she said it was somebody, she couldn't even understand the lady's English, but Yeah, the point is, Luke, that's what's going on. We're going to be here backing you up. You got my cell phone number. We're watching everything you're doing. We're posting your videos at Infowars.com, Luke. And I'm going to see you at Bilderberg, right? You're coming to Bilderberg?
I'm going to be live streaming at Bilderberg. We need your eyes and ears. Please support us.
Absolutely, Luke. Well, we're going to see you there then, Bilderberg, 2 weeks from now. All right, we'll be right back. A little over a year ago, Al from Ministry just let us know that he liked my rendition of Lies the other day, my little impromptu. You know, there are so many good people out there that are awake. I'm sad about this. I mean, I know where this is going to go. And it makes me so sad to see this country being run into the ground. I mean, I really love America. There's so many good people. This is such a great country. But we have to realize just how pathetic we are. I mean, for over 10 years, I stopped working out, ate like a pig, gained like 70 pounds. I've only lost 40-something. I had to realize that I was pathetic, and I still haven't gone all the way I should, and I'm still pathetic. To really be able to reverse things, you've got to humble yourself. And I know under peer pressure, these police do a lot of bad things, but man, it is bad on your soul, on your life, to set up innocent people. Now, I don't think that's going to be happening at Bilderberg because they don't want to give it attention. All these G20 NATO meetings, it's always about getting a local police force under federal control to do horrible things. It's a psychological test. We've confirmed this. I'm probably the leading expert on it because I've been obsessed with the police state for 17 years, and I've watched it unfold. And why would you release dogs on old ladies coming out of a store and then go, well, we got to find somebody who's out on the daytime, nighttime curfew. Let's go to the university 5-6 miles away and attack them. Why? I mean, as a man, you want to chase a girl on a bike and hit her in the head with a billy club and split her head open? Because that's what men do. That's manly. That's tough. I mean, what do you expect? We've had 50 million abortions in this country, 50+ million. I mean, look at this article Paul Watson did. There's a lot of big breaking news at Infowars.com right now. AMC buyout, part of Chinese takeover of media. And the Chinese government says in USA Today that we quote, this is part of the soft power cultural influence. It's not about the Chinese people. It's about the biggest communist state in the world that kills political dissidents and sells their organs. And the Red Dawn movie got pulled because it criticized China. They can't even release a movie now where it shows the communist Chinese invading because they have invaded through the media. And our big companies, big NSA companies like Google and others, and Yahoo, Microsoft, they're all helping build the control system over there. It's such treason. This is an important article. This needs to get out to, you know, Michael Savage and Drudge and Rush Limbaugh and people because nobody's talking about this. I mean, it's not kosher now to criticize China in any way. People are like, well, wait, I thought you said the West wants to have a war with them. It's a bunch of weird special interest. Our government's bad. The Chinese government's bad, too. It's not like, hey, let's not attack Iran, so I'm saying the Iranian government's good. Our government's bad, so's their government. It's not, well, you know, if Hugo Chavez is bad, I must be saying the West is good. No, he's bad too. People, it's more sophisticated than the mainstream media puts it out. The Nightly News is going to be powerful tonight, jam-packed. There's a lot of news I didn't get to, but I covered most of it here in this hour. I didn't get into this properly, and this should probably be our top story tomorrow. It is so big that members of Congress are trying to battle it, but they haven't been able to defeat it. And Smith and Amish amendment rejected, indefinite detention still the law. That's New American. And they're announcing that the CIA is engaging in psyops domestically. It's illegal, but so what? It's all about lawlessness.